Right. On May 5th at around 3:30 in the morning, fire crews were dispatched to a house fire in the 2300 block of East Aloma. When they arrived on scene, smoke and flames were visible from the rear of the structure. They did do an immediate quick search and rescue for possible victims inside the home, and none were found. They then turned their attention to putting the fire out. The fire was quickly brought under control through interior fire tactics and defensive fire attacks. The cause of the fire was determined to be intentionally set, and at this time we have an ongoing investigation.
How was this fire reported initially?
It was an anonymous 911 caller.
How much damage was done to the house?
$85,000 worth of damage.
That structure and contents?
Yes.
Whose house was, how many people are supposed to actually be at this house but were not at the house?
At the time of the fire, the house was actually, it appeared to be vacant. The people had just moved out or were in the process of moving out, so there wasn't a whole lot in there. Nobody was actually living there at the time. We did get confirmation from WPD that they were at the residence 4 or 5 times the night before the fire on just miscellaneous calls.
When you say miscellaneous, does this involve domestic?
I'm not sure. They were just out there for several other, there was a couple that was involved, but nobody was ever arrested or anything like that for a domestic issue.
Was the couple that lived there?
I'm not for sure. I'm actually in the process of moving out.
You're still investigating. Tell me how that process works, what you'll do, and then will it be possibly turned over to the Wichita Police Department or straight to the
Oh, no, we do all that in-house. We'll take care of all that. I mean, there are times when we ask for the assistance of WPD, but in this one here, we're probably going to start off with the investigation within the fire investigation unit, and then from there, we may branch out and get some assistance from WPD, but for right now, we're going to keep it in-house.
What room of the home was the fire? What room of the home?
It would be considered like a living room. It was actually an addition that it was added onto the house several years ago, and they just made it into a living room, big living space.
What helped you determine? Was there a specific factor
I can't talk about the specifics of
or
it right now.
investigative technique that helped you determine that it was?
I can't get into that right now.
Can you say what started the fire, what ignited the fire?
I can't get into that right now either. I'm sorry.
Can you spell the street name?
ALOMA.
And the time that was called in by the anonymous?
The exact time we got it was 0343 on the 5th.
Has the anonymous caller been cooperative? Has the anonymous caller been cooperative?
I don't have that information with me.
What was the address again?
It was 2310 East Aloma.
Do you need any help from the public in terms of helping with this?
Sure, if anybody has any information that might help us lead to an arrest on this, we would sure like to have them call Crime Stoppers. And I don't have that number with me, sorry.
Does it seem to be isolated to just this house and not?
Yes, ma'am.
someone?
Is that it? Okay, on to the next business. This week is Arson Awareness Week. The U.S. Fire Administration announced the theme for Arson Awareness Week to be preventing arson in places of worship. Okay, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms reports an average of 103 arson fires per year between the year 2000 and 2015 at houses of worship. Between 1996 and the year 2015, 51% of the reported fires at houses of worship were determined to be arson. Okay, the last 5 years here in Wichita, locally, we've had 3 reported and confirmed arson fires at houses of worship, and 3 others that went down as under investigation, but we could not rule out arson. The fires locally here in Wichita represent a direct loss of over $100,000 and a huge loss to our community. And that's it.
What do you think people can do in order to help prevent arson?
The houses of worship themselves, there's a couple things, or we have a list of about 6 things that they can do. One is they can illuminate the exteriors of their buildings better, clear obstructions that block the view of the buildings or provide hiding places. Arson is typically, on places like this, it's typically a crime of availability. So if they have stuff laying around that can be easily burned, grass, shrubs, stuff like that, it makes it real easy for suspects to do that. Install fire protection devices such as alarm systems and sprinkler systems. Keep doors and windows locked. Clean up around the buildings, like I just spoke about that, making sure that the things are picked up. And stay aware. Utilize neighborhood watch when possible to help out.
As you mentioned, 3 for sure arsons in the last 5 years. Did the public help in helping you determine that? And has any prosecution moved on from the 3 arsons?
I don't think in either 3 of those cases, I don't think we got a conviction on any of them.
How can the public help also in this situation?
Just be aware of your community, be around the buildings around, and just let us know if they see or hear of anything going on. That's it. Thank you. Buddy, you want to stay here? Come on. I think I'm going to stay here.
Thought he was talking next.
If he could talk, I'd be out of a job.
Okay.
Yes, he is here.
The interwatch item that we have got to go over with is a shooting, aggravated battery, and then we're going to talk about a special citywide special assignment that's occurring over the next couple days. So the first one we'll cover is the interwatch item. That's under case number 17C030432, 17C030432, aggravated battery. It occurred in the 2300 block of North Prince. It occurred on May 7th at approximately 10:30 p.m. On Sunday, May 7th at approximately 10:30 p.m., officers were dispatched to a shooting in the 2300 block of North Prince. Upon arrival, officers located evidence of a shooting at the residence, and they also contacted and arrested a 31-year-old male. A 41-year-old female had been taken to a local hospital by a private vehicle. At the hospital, officers contacted the victim, who stated her 31-year-old boyfriend became upset and then retrieved a rifle and shot her 1 time in the leg and struck her in the face with his hand. The victim received treatment at the hospital for her serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The suspect was arrested and booked into jail for aggravated battery.
Did she drive herself to the hospital?
No.
Or did someone help her?
Somebody helped her from the neighborhood.
How old was she again?
She was 41,
And he's 31.
and he's 31.
Were there any other individuals at that house at the time?
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you know what they were arguing over?
I don't. Okay. So the Wichita Police Department will be doing a citywide special assignment on Tuesday, May 9th to address vehicles left on the streets of Wichita. Vehicles that are left parked on the street for more than 48 hours, inoperable vehicles, stored trailers, and vehicles without current tags will be marked for tow. Officers will be going around and placing these green stickers. I'll have this afterwards if you want to take pictures of it. But Wichita police officers have these green stickers. They will be marking vehicles tomorrow for tow. And if the vehicles are not moved or towed, or if not moved, they will be towed on May 11th. And this is per City Ordinance 1197-010B1. 1197-010B1, which says that a vehicle is declared to be a public nuisance, and any police officer or other authorized city employee may remove and impound such vehicle under the following circumstances. Whenever any unoccupied vehicle is left parked continuously upon any street of the city for 48 hours or more, and under these circumstances, it shall be the duty of the chief of police or the police designee to cause such motor vehicle to be removed or impounded. The provisions of this section may not be defeated by a mere location change of any offending vehicle on the same side of the street on the same block. So you cannot just move your vehicle up a couple inches and call it good. So we're definitely trying to help clean up the streets. So please remove any vehicles, again, that are not moved within 48 hours, inoperable on the street, or do not have current tags by tomorrow, because Wichita police officers will be tagging them, and then we will be towing them on May 11th.
What kind of brought this along? We've just seen a lot more vehicles on the side.
A lot more vehicles, and it's kind of a fight blight kind of project, that we're doing. There has been an increase of vehicles broken down. As you drive around, you kind of see them without wheels and tires, and just broken down the street. They cause traffic hazards. You can't see around them, and it's for safety purposes for other drivers, pedestrians, anybody in those neighborhoods. So we're going to try to clear the streets and make them safe for people to visibly see. And definitely stored trailers too seem to be kind of a upcoming problem. Trailers without any kind of goods on them, especially at night, are very hard to see if they're parked in the street, and they can't be parked there. So we'll be tagging them tomorrow, towing them Thursday.
And that includes neighborhood roads, correct?
Yes, yep, all city streets.
When a person finds out that their car has been impounded, what do they do to get it back?
They need to contact the police department, and then we'll have record of who towed it, where it is, and then they can do that. Also, this is a good chance. We would also recommend people, if they have a problem vehicle in their neighborhood, to contact their local substations. And I can give you guys those phone numbers. You guys can put that out. We'll have this out on our Facebook later today. But if there is a vehicle that is causing a problem, please contact your substation today or tomorrow. Let them know. Officers will go out and tag that vehicle as well.
How much does it typically cost to get a vehicle back from the impound?
I don't have the certain numbers. No, I'm not sure.
Do you guys do this periodically, like annually, or?
This is the first time that I've known that it has been a citywide effort, so I'm not sure. I know officers, we all keep these impound notices with us, and then if we get dispatched to calls or see vehicles, we can do something like that. But this is the first citywide special assignment that I've known of, that we've just had a whole day of effort to do this. Okay. Thanks, guys.